Alright guys, welcome back. Let's do this. Today we are going to learn how to update an already existing array or a Numpy array and put different values in it. And we're also going to learn the proper way of copying an array to another array. So let's get started. First of all, we are going to get started with a very simple one-dimensional array. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to print this array out, and then to change the array, we basically identify the index position and then just give it a different value. So for example, let's say we want to change the value of 3. So what we'll do is we'll just write a, and inside square brackets, we are going to identify the index value, that is the 0, 1 and 2. So we're just going to put 2 over here, and then you can just change the value over here. If you understood the previous video really well, you won't have any problems in updating values because most of the work you have already done. The left hand side work you have already done, and you just need to put down values over here. So yeah, this is how you can update a one-dimensional array. So let me just print out the updated array. So this was before and after over here. So let's play this and we'll see how it looks. All right, the 99 has gone. All right, so 1, 2, 99, 4, 5. We have updated a one-dimensional array. So let's get started with the two-dimensional array. Let's say we want to update this value of 30. So what first of all I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of this, and basically the method is going to be the same. So I'm just going to play this, and you can see there are rows and there are columns just like we discussed in the last video. So let's say we want to change this value of 13. Is it in the 0th row? Yes, it's in the 0th row. So first of all, we are just going to put a 0, and then it's in the which column? So 0, 1, 2. It's in the second column. So we are just going to put another one over here. And then we can just put down the value that we want, and let's just print out the updated array over here. So let's play this and let's see how it looks. So you can see 10, 12, 99 over here. And what if we want to change the whole row or the whole column? How do we do that? So that is going to be really easy. So let's remove this first of all. And now because we want to change, let's say the first, or let's just say this first row. So this is the 0th row, this is the first row. Let's say we want to change the values of all of these elements to 2. So what we are going to do is, because we want to change the first row and not the 0th row, and then we want all of these elements to be changed in all of the columns. So we're just going to put a colon over here, and we're just going to put down the value that we want. So let's say it's 2. So now let's run it and see how it looks. So now you can see each of these values has been changed to 2. Now what if we want to update the values individually instead of changing all of them to 2? If we want to change them individually? That is also going to be really simple. You just put in a square bracket and just write down the values. So for example, let's say I want the values to be 1, and let's just put in random numbers. And instead of this 21, 22, 23, 24, we want the values to be these. So we can just do that and just click on play, and you can see that the values have been changed. So changing the values and updating values is really simple. Now let's talk about copying. What if we want to copy this array into another array? It sounds pretty simple, but it's actually a little bit tricky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just leave this array over here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this B array into this C array. So I'm just gonna write C equals to B, and if you print this out over here, and it should look like that it has actually been copied. So let's click on play, and you can see that actually prints out this C array that is actually equals to this B array. Now what if we change the value of the C array somehow? So let's change the value. Let's say in C we want to change the value of 0, 0, just the first value, and let's make it equals to 99. And now if we click on play, you can see that the first value has changed. But what has happened to our B array? So now if we want to print out this B array, you will be able to see that the B array has also changed. You can see that the B array has changed because we changed the C array. And this is because of a reference problem inside Numpy. We are not just copying the value of B into C, we are basically making them interchangeable. So the correct way to copy an array into another array is using this copy function. So I'm just going to write dot copy, and now if we run this, you should be able to see that the B's value or the B's array doesn't change, but the C array has changed. So guys, this was a pretty short and sweet video. I just wanted to point out a couple of things about copying and how to change values or update values in an array. And this is going to be pretty much it for this video. In the next video, we are going to learn how to initialize arrays. And initializing arrays is actually very important for machine learning. So I'm really excited about teaching you guys that. So I'll see you in the next video.